If you've been tapped in, you already knew this. Go to Lexus let this slip in that messy Twitter space back in July. So when Cardi confirmed it, I wasn't even shocked. I was just waiting for the world to catch up. Now here's where it gets wild. Sources close to her team are saying Cardi may have gotten pregnant on purpose to delay the album again. But Atlantic Records wasn't having it. They basically said, drop the album, do the tour, no excuses. So now she's planning a full arena tour right after giving birth. Like, girl, are you okay? That's a lot of pressure, but also, it's Cardi, so maybe she'll be performing in a delivery gown. Wouldn't be surprised. Let's not forget the elephant in the room. Cardi is still married, still legally tied to Offset, and now she's having a baby with another man? It's giving bold, it's giving scandal, it's giving courtroom energy. And I know people don't care because Offset was out here cheating in 4K, but still, this is a move. This ain't just a little side fling. This is a whole baby. And not just any man, Stefon Diggs. The man can catch a football, but apparently he can't catch a break. Oh, and while the internet was still processing that, another bombshell dropped. Allegedly, D4VD just surrendered his 15-year-old girlfriend, Celeste.
According to law enforcement sources, that her body was not intact, and that it appeared that she may have been dead inside that car for an extended period of
Called to this tow yard. It's called Hollywood Tow. They open the front trunk and they find this body wrapped.
Yep, that same girl he's been showing off in videos like it wasn't illegal. Word is, legal action might be brewing behind the scenes. Between Cardi's surprise baby, Stefon Diggs stepping into stepdaddy territory, and D4VD running from a potential case, this gossip cycle is in flames. Don't blink, because we're only halfway through the mess. No comeback to Stefon allegedly has more babies on the way too. So the whole situation is beyond messy, but only Cardi can pull this off. She's literally the only one who could get away with something like this because if it were anybody else, the dragging would be non-stop. Remember when Remy Ma stepped out with her boyfriend, Easy the Block Captain, while still married to Papoose? The internet ate her alive. But Cardi? She's untouchable in the mess, and that's exactly what keeps her on top of the headlines. And you could only imagine how much more she would have gotten dragged if she had a baby with that man. After that whole drama, Papoose moved on and started dating the boxer Claressa Shields, and of course, he got dragged for it. Claressa herself gets dragged constantly too. People even clowned her just for saying she wanted a baby with Papoose. So, it's really interesting to compare the responses to their situation versus Cardi's. Cardi is definitely getting some criticism, but I don't see her facing the same kind of energy at all. In fact, it almost feels like more people are celebrating her instead of condemning her. It's fine, but it really shows the double standard. Because let that be somebody else in Cardi's shoes, they'd be destroyed by the internet in seconds, no questions asked. The reaction would be very different. Now, moving on, this next story is probably one of the most disturbing things I've come across all year. It involves a young singer named David. A dismembered body of a teenage girl was discovered stuffed in the trunk of a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard, and the details are chilling. Investigators revealed the Tesla was registered under David's name, immediately pulling him into the center of this nightmare. The victim was identified as Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a girl who had already been reported missing multiple times. The time she first vanished, she was just 13 years old. And now, speculation online is running wild, with many believing she may have run away to be with her boyfriend David. The whole situation has people shaken, and the internet is exploding with theories.
Conspiracy theory, but there's always a possibility here, right? That perhaps that person who did this, right, wanted the body to be found. If David has nothing to do with this, there is always a possibility that the body was placed in his currently unidentifiable dead body has been found in a car out in LA. Who was this car registered?
Her mother actually admitted that Celeste was dating David, and investigators were able to officially identify her from a tattoo. The word Shaich inked on her finger, which matched David's own tattoo. To make things worse, photos surfaced online of David and Celeste together, and some people even claim this viral clip shows her on video with him. Now here's the disturbing part. Celeste was a minor, and David absolutely was not. When she was running away to be with him, she was only 13 while he was 19. And according to what's being exposed now, David may have been talking to her as early as age 12. People even dug up his Discord chats with her, and fans discovered he had a whole song dedicated to her, titled Celeste. This has only made the controversy darker and the backlash louder. This is beyond disturbing, and what makes it even sadder is the fact that people close to them allegedly knew what was happening. It looks like David's own circle was aware he was dating a minor. Even her mother seemed to turn a blind eye. That means this poor girl had nobody stepping in to protect her. She was being groomed by David from the age of 12, and heartbreakingly, she was found dead in the trunk of his car right before turning 15. The whole case gets even creepier when you realize David has a song titled Romantic Homicide. Listening back now, it almost feels like he was foreshadowing this tragedy. The lyrics read like a warning, and fans can't shake the eerie connection between his music and what happened to Celeste. To many, there's no question. David has something to do with her death. Still, investigators are digging deep, trying to piece together the truth and figure out just how far this dark story really goes. But honestly, in my personal opinion, this whole thing feels like it was meant to be a sacrifice. Maybe David really thought this twisted act would blow up his career even more. Because let's be real, before all this, most people hadn't even heard of him, though apparently he already had a small cult following. Either way, it looks like both a cover-up and a career move. And at the center of it is a minor who lost her life. To make things worse, Reddit rumors are saying David was actually paying off Celeste's friends to keep their relationship quiet. That right there shows premeditation. People online are even labeling him a straight-up predator, calling him a PDF file. One post even claimed, "My sister, who's in 9th grade, told me he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C. And she was even flying out to LA with him." If that's true, this wasn't just a mistake. It was a pattern of behavior. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends were well aware of what was happening. David was allegedly paying them off to stay quiet. Now C herself has been missing for over a month, and nobody knows her whereabouts. That alone raises major red flags. The deeper you dig into this rabbit hole, the sicker the story becomes. Honestly, David needs to be locked up. His behavior screams danger. He's a complete psychopath. What's even more heartbreaking is how everyone around Celeste failed her. Her friends, her mother, the people in her circle. She was let down at every turn, and the result is tragic beyond words. But to close on a higher note, congratulations are in order for Rihanna. Rumors say she quietly gave birth to her 3rd child with ASAP Rocky, and it's a beautiful little girl. Fans are celebrating, and honestly, it's refreshing to end with some joy after such heavy, disturbing news. Rihanna and Rocky have been real low-key about this pregnancy, but insiders say the couple is over the moon. Their little girl makes baby number 3, and fans are already calling her the princess of the Fenty Empire. It's wild because while Cardi's situation is messy and chaotic, Rihanna's family news feels like a true celebration. The internet's pointing out the contrast. One star in drama, the other glowing in peace. Either way, both stories prove the power these women hold over the culture. Now circling back to David, the internet isn't letting this case go. Every day, new threads pop up online, exposing more alleged receipts, old Discord screenshots, suspicious song lyrics, even whispers that his label knew more than they're admitting. People are saying this could turn into one of the darkest scandals in music history. And the crazy part? His streaming numbers are going up because of all the attention. It's disgusting, but also shows how controversy fuels fame in today's world. Meanwhile, fans are split right down the middle. Some believe David is guilty beyond doubt and want him locked up immediately, while others, mostly his cult-like supporters, are defending him and claiming it's all a setup. But with a girl dead, a history of grooming allegations, and evidence piling up, it's hard to see how he walks away clean. The pressure is now on law enforcement to bring justice for Celeste and possibly uncover what happened to C as well. You know, Rihanna has been wanting a little girl for the longest time, and fans swear she's been dropping hints. She even posted that photo shoot for Homegirls, which had everybody speculating. So we'll see if she finally got her princess. Either way, major congratulations to her and Rocky on baby number 3. Before we wrap things up completely, I want to circle back to something important: the double standards in how the public reacts. Cardi's pregnancy news is messy, yet she's celebrated. Meanwhile, other women in hip-hop get dragged relentlessly for far less. It's a reminder of how celebrity power shields some while destroying others. And whether you love Cardi or not, you can't deny she bends the rules of the culture like nobody else. That alone makes her story worth paying attention to. And with David's scandal still unfolding, it's clear this isn't just another headline. This is a cautionary tale. Parents, fans, and the industry need to recognize how fame can blur lines and enable dangerous behavior. Celeste's story shouldn't be brushed aside as just gossip. It's a tragedy that highlights real issues: grooming, abuse, and accountability. As more details come out, the question is, will David finally face justice? Or will this just become another scandal people move on from? And that's all for today's tea. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay locked in with the Gossip Channel. Drop a like below, and of course, share your thoughts in the comments. I'll catch y'all in the next video.